So what's the biggest disadvantage of a new immigrant here in Canada? It's not about not knowing how to speak good English. It's also not about having enough Canadian work experience. The number one disadvantage of new immigrants here in Canada is time. Let me explain. Majority of the people coming here to Canada are from the age of 30 to 40. If you think about it, you're already halfway through your life and you only have about 20 to 25 years before you retire. So that's my point. It's like joining a basketball game and you're joining it on the second half only. So you have to catch up on the score as fast as you can just to win the game. If you don't have the luxury of time as a new immigrant, how do you even win? In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 things that I've learned as a new immigrant all these years. And I'm sharing that with you today because my hope is for you to get ahead in life. If we haven't met yet, my name is Ryan. I'm an HR professional here in Canada. And again, this channel is all about helping new immigrants get ahead. So without further ado, let's get into it. The very first thing that I wanted to share with you, you have to be intentional with your decisions. You cannot make decisions by impulse. Say for example, you're going for grocery. If you don't have any plans and you just randomly go to a grocery store, you end up just buying anything that you feel like buying, right? When you see those chips, for example, when you see those pop, when you see discounts on some food that you like, you'll easily be persuaded to buy those things. And one of the trick that a lot of grocery stores do is actually encourage you to get a cart, because that's a psychology thing, right? When you have a cart, you have the intention of filling the cart. While if you don't have the cart, you can only buy as much as you can carry. If you're not intentional, you will end up going to the checkout counter, paying more than what you have budgeted for. You will easily lose track of your spending, which will impact your financial goals. So that's one thing. Try to be intentional with your decision. The next one is think long term. I mentioned earlier that immigrants coming here to Canada are from the age of 30 to 40. So you don't have a lot of time until your retirement age. So if you don't think and plan long term, especially in the big decisions that you make in life, it's really going to be hard for you. You don't have a lot of room to make mistakes. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot make mistakes. We're all just human beings, and I'm sure we're gonna have some mistakes and failures. But try to get as much information you can before making a decision. And those big decisions are buying a car, for example. You will end up paying for a car that's not going to be useful after 10 years, and you'll sometimes end up paying more or longer, and especially if your term is on a financing or a leasing. Try to look at it long term. How much can you afford 10, 15 years to 20 years from now that will still allow you to save money and be intentional? You will not worry about getting into too much debt or borrowing too much. And that's what a lot of people here when they come, that they try to build a lifestyle that they can't afford. So what they end up doing is to look for another job just to support that lifestyle, which is kind of hard because most of our real intentions of coming to Canada is to make sure that we provide for our family and spend time with them as well. So if you're heavy in debt and you can't afford your lifestyle, you end up working 2, 3 jobs, and that defeats the purpose of spending time with your family. And don't get me wrong, I also was in that part, early on when I came to Canada. I had a main job and I have side hustles as well because I made a lot of wrong decisions myself. That's why I'm sharing this with you in the hopes that you could take something from it and learn from my mistakes. If you want to learn more about purchasing a car, if you're in the market, I do have another video for that that you can probably check if you're interested to learn more about buying cars. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so because it helps me share information and videos, especially to those people that's new to the country or planning to come here to Canada. The next and final one that I wanted to share with you is have a mentor. You see, mentors are the ones that teach us the things that they went through already. They share their wisdom and guide us with the things that sometimes we don't see yet, but they have already experienced. So a lot of my mentors right now are people that I really respect, and they're usually retired already or more senior than me, a lot older. and I have a lot of respect for them, and I take their guidance and advice so seriously, and I try to apply whatever I feel is impactful and relatable to what my situation is. You don't have to necessarily agree with what they say, but at least it opens up a lot of different perspective in the way that you see things. So mentors are really important. It's just like when you're walking on a road and you already have somebody walking in front of you, right? I used to do a lot of mountain climbing when I was in college, and I always admire the person in front of me because they tell me if there's a roadblock or a safety risk in front of me. So try to look at it that way, where our mentors are the ones that already went through the situation and they're warning us on the things that we don't see. So I highly suggest you guys seek a mentor that you feel confident about and you trust, and you feel that you feel is the right person for you to guide you through life here in Canada. So that's about it. Those are the three things that I want to share with you, and I hope you get value out of it, and take it if you feel that it's helpful. And if you don't feel that it's helpful, then don't take it. And all I want is to make sure that we share whatever information that we've gone through already through the years that we've been here, because you don't want to waste years of your life making mistakes. All right, so again, I hope you like this video. If you like this video, probably check out my video about cost of living in Canada, because that's going to help you manage your finances when you're here, which is a huge thing when you're here in Canada. All right, so that's about it. Thank you for watching till the end of this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.